I am Dr. Bindu Garg, working as a consultant in Neelkant Group of Hospitals and Lamidas, Gurgaon. Today I will be talking about the difference between the IVF process pregnancies and the naturally conceived pregnancies, and whether there is any difference between the babies born through these processes. What is IVF? This means in vitro fertilization and also called as a test tube baby. Now this process involves making more eggs by giving some injections to the female and extracting them out by the help of the ultrasound guidance. After that, we collect the sperms and then we fertilize in the lab under the supervision of the expert doctors. The fusion takes place in the test tube instead of the fallopian tube of the women. Couples, they opt for the IVF in what cases? Either the male partner is unable to produce the sperms, or the sperms that are produced are not of high quality, or the female is unable to produce the eggs of high quality, or if there is a blockage in the fallopian tubes, the fusion of the eggs in the lab is an alternative to the sexual intercourse. And once the embryo is formed, it is transferred in the uterus. Contrary to this, in the natural conception, the formed embryos, they travel to the uterus where it is naturally implanted and result in a pregnancy. So the pregnancy is after a natural intercourse in relation to what we have discussed in the IVF process, where it is artificially implanted. But this technology is called as assisted reproductive technology and not an artificial reproductive technology. One common prejudice which is prevalent even among the educated class is that IVF babies are not completely normal, as they are the products of technical expertise of the doctors. IVF babies are not the offshoots of a natural process, that is the sexual intercourse between the couples, and since surgical mechanizations they are deployed, they feel that IVF babies, they cannot be as normal as the ones who are born naturally. But the truth is that IVF children are as normal as any other baby born through a natural process. Another difference is that most women getting pregnant do not know that when they got pregnant till they miss the periods. But after IVF and embryo transfer, the awareness begins immediately after the transfer. So one can simply be managing a better level of tension and be more careful about the early physiological state symptoms. Some symptoms of early pregnancy like cramping, nausea, bloatedness, this may occur in IVF also due to the hormonal injections that are given to the women. And there is a risk which is called as ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome when the lady forms many eggs. In such cases also all these symptoms like nausea, bloatedness, distension, they occur, and which mimic the natural early physiological symptoms of a pregnancy. The risk of this OHSS, called as ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, is not there with a natural pregnancy. It only occurs because of the eggs formed due to the hyperstimulation of the ovaries. So this is one difference, that the risk of such condition is less in a natural condition. So this difference is there, that in the naturally conceived pregnancy there are no risk of OHSS. After the pregnancy is confirmed, the period between 2nd week to 10 weeks. Now after IVF, between these periods you are going to be monitored additionally and intensively than a patient who has conceived naturally. You will be called more frequently, usually 1 to 2 weeks, to see on scans whether the sac is growing, whether you are not going into missed abortion or any other complication happening. So during this IVF, so the monitoring is more intense than in a natural pregnancy, unless and until the pregnancy in a naturally conceived is also a more precious pregnancy and after many miscarriages has happened. Otherwise, the normal follow-up of the pregnancy is not that intense as in a IVF pregnancy. The period between the 10 weeks and later. Now, from this stage onwards, it is the same as natural pregnancy. By 12 weeks, most of the patients, they feel very safe, though always there is some amount of anxiety and tension unless and until the baby is actually in the arms. But still, the complications are less after this period. The complications which can happen during pregnancy like diabetes, the blood pressure or preterm labor, They can be more because of the reasons because of which we have done the IVF. Otherwise, the risk is almost the same. Complications in the neonate is no difference. They are the same whether they are born during IVF or during the natural process. The physical and the mental growth of the baby born is also the same as with any other normally conceived child. So concluding, once again I will say that the process, how the pregnancy is achieved, though it is different, but other parameters, they are all the same, though anxiety levels are a bit high in the IVF conceptions as in the normal conceptions, because you are always under the fear that nothing should happen. But the myth that the IVF babies born are different from the normally conceived babies is only a myth, and the truth is that they are absolutely the same. In fact, studies have shown there is no difference. They are as mentally, as physically normal as any other conceived child. If you have any doubts or any queries, please do contact us. Your numbers are there and we will be very happy to solve your queries. Thank you.